everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Business Focus with Tosin, your favorite plug for everything business. To our returning subscribers, we say thank you. We appreciate you for staying with us. Are you new here? Welcome. On this channel, we talk about doing business in Canada. We sit down with successful business owners and we learn from their journey. We also celebrate successes. So if this content is something that interests you, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you can get notified first when we upload our next video. Guys, today's episode is going to be exciting. It's a special one. It's a celebration, and that's because I get to chat with three amazing ladies who got named among the top 100 Black ladies to watch out for in Canada. You know, someone said there are no real secrets to success. It's just a result of preparation, hard work, and learning from your failure. So what has brought this lady so far? And after the awards, what's next? This and many more is what we'll be talking about on today's episode. Welcome back. It's amazing to be seated among three powerful Saskatchewan ladies who have made us proud. They recently got named among Canada's top 100 Black women to watch of 2023. Whoa, it's exciting. Ladies, I'm super excited to be here. And you know, that award was organized by Canada's International Black Women Excellence. So congratulations, ladies. This is awesome. Okay. You know, I was thinking about it. It's wonderful to see an amazing blend of personalities, strengths, and backgrounds, and even different fields of endeavors that you guys work in or operate in. And that brings to mind what someone said about women. Women are powerful, we're bold. Whatever a woman sets her mind to do, there is no power as a force as powerful as a woman that's determined to rise. So I say it again with all boldness. Congratulations, my lady. All right. You know you're my queens. I got you. And I know you. You're my friends. I know you. I know what you do. I know how far you've gone. But our viewers out there would love to know you better. They want to know, who are these ladies? What made them get the award? So introduce yourself and a little bit about yourselves. Where do we start from? We start from the queen here.
We're all queens.
Yes, we are.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Paula Collins Pingy, and I am the founder and CEO of Masala Model and Talent and Personal Development Center. I'm celebrating 25 years in business, and we celebrate and amplify diversity and confidence, personal development, arts and entertainment, so in the film industry and modeling industry, and just helping young people and mature people to feel their very best and be their authentic self. So I love it. I love the industry that I'm in and being a part of it. Thank you.
Fantastic. Paula can get you on the runway if you want to be a model. Okay, then we come over to you.
All right. Well, thank you for having me on your show once again. I am Johanne Thomas Morangi, and I'm a professional accountant, and I am the president and CEO of JTM Business Solutions. And we are accounting, bookkeeping, and payroll services firm here in Saskatoon, serving businesses of all size and all industries. I am super excited to be amongst these lovely ladies and celebrate the diversity and the achievements of us all. So, yeah.
Fantastic, amazing. I told you there are different fields of endeavors, and you can see the diversity in the backgrounds and strengths of everyone here. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Marina Isiri Iyeme Eteng. I am a HR recruitment professional by day, and on the side, I like to always put that part, like I still have a day job. And on the side, I run the YouTube channel Marina Isiri, where my focus is on newcomers and foreign trained professionals and helping their transition and integration into life in Canada as seamless as possible. I'm also the creative lead at Marina Isiri Consult. It's a spin-off of the work that's going on my channel, and I'm able to provide one-on-one personalized services for people who are looking for transitioning back into their careers in Canada and just looking for that way, the foot in the door, and how they can hit the ground running. So that's Marina in a nutshell.
That's Marina
Exciting.
Isiri on YouTube. Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming here, ladies. And I love this awards on the table. This is wonderful. I want to know, because when I watched this, I was super excited, and I'm like, I need to know, what does this award mean to each of you? Because I watched the dance, I watched the steps, I watched how elegant each lady had to do. I mean, like the walk up the stage. I love the way they did that. It was so exciting. So tell me, what does this award mean to you? Who do I start? I'm going to start with Johanne now.
Oh, sure. The award and the experience, it means so much. I'm sure, just like my counterparts here, every day you put in so much towards accomplishing your dreams, just one foot in front of the next, just working, doing your time towards your objective, and to have that recognition and to be in a room filled with women you have women from trades, from service, from retail, from every walk of life, from every province across Canada, and to be representing Saskatchewan.
Yes.
It really, really, it was an amazing experience, and I feel really honored to be amongst women of such caliber.
Fantastic. That's amazing. Marina.
Honestly, if I'm going to be honest, it was a subscriber that actually nominated me for the award and first drew my attention to it to say,
wow.
Hey, I'm putting your name down for this. I think you should too. And honestly, my first response was, rolled my eyes like, how can I nominate myself for an award? Like, I knew about CIBWE, but I didn't pay attention. So when I started to get more and more people nudge me to say, I think you should put your name down for this, I struggled until last minute before I actually did put in that nomination, and am I glad I did? I'm so glad I finally did. And like Johanne said, when I got into that room that day and saw the program and read the profiles of the other women who were recognized as top 100, I'm like, for a split second there, the imposter syndrome tries to creep up on me to say, girl, what are you doing here? Like, but immediately it reminded me to change that to, girl, well done.
That's
Like,
it.
That's it. To be recognized alongside these women for the work that you're doing for people who are settling in. It reminded me that I am the only one who's minimizing the work that I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm the one who's minimizing my reach, but just realizing that talking to a camera on my kitchen counter, to me, that's what I'm doing. But to somebody else, that's a source of hope. That's a source of direction. Just seeing all of that, it reminded me to be gracious with myself and just pat myself on the back and say, girl, well done.
Well done. Girl, you did it, right?
Yes, you did that.
Amazing. Amazing, yeah.
For me, when I walked into the room and I saw myself, Black women celebrating Black women, what a huge honor it was. And I found that the atmosphere was welcoming.
True.
It was like, you have women, in a room, and sometimes you think, have a little, side eye or something, right? I didn't feel that. I felt I was home. I felt I was honored as, sister, I see you. I welcome you. Congratulations to you. We're going to celebrate you. And that's exactly what they did. It was classy from the very beginning to the end of the program. And it was an honor, and seeing my sisters, from Saskatoon, and we embracing each other, and we took photos together and celebrating. And that's what it is about, amplifying and celebrating Black women in all aspects, as Johanne said, and even sitting at the table and having conversation, making new friends, which I did as well too. So it was an honor, and having our husbands that were there as well too, which was beautiful, having that support. And so it just pushed me to feel like, hey, this is your journey, and there's more to come.
True.
There's more to come. And so it was phenomenal. I'm still on a high from it as well. I really am.
Wonderful. I love this. And what I hear you say is that we put a lot of hard work into what we do, but to us sometimes we feel like I'm just doing my part. Let me just do this and forget about it. But you don't know you're affecting lives. And someone out there is seeing you and saying, keep doing this. We love this. But this awards reminds you that, girl, you're doing this. We see you. We celebrate with you. Amazing. Black women supporting Black women. That is fantastic. Okay. You know, we're all immigrants here in Canada. One of the amazing things about Canada is it's such a wonderful country where dreams come true. Whatever you want to do, put your mind to it, put the hard work, and then you will get there. I'm curious, and I know someone out there is trying to see you, a girl out there, a lady out there, a woman there who just came into Canada and is looking at you women and is trying to see herself in you. Tell us, what has your immigrant journey been like? And how has that helped you so far to get to where you are today? I'm going to start with Marina again.
Okay, I saw that coming in. What has that journey been like? I agree with you, Canada's an amazing country. It's like a platform that gives you the opportunity to start and do what you want to do. Like it just encourages you to try. If you try, you can thrive. You know? It should be on the t-shirt. If you try, you can thrive.
I think so.
It's my idea. You heard it here first.
Write that
down. You know, I moved here in 2016 with my husband and 2 kids. They were 3 and 2 at the time. So it was a wide array of stressors for me, like readjusting to life in this new place. First of all, I came to this province that no other person could pronounce. I had a hard time explaining that to my friends and my family back home, which is actually why my YouTube channel started. My friends were curious, like, where is this place? Like, how do you live there? So it was supposed to be an e-journal for them to be able to keep up with my life. This is what was going on. I wanted to tell them that, look, there's plantain for sure. There's plantain. I can find African food. I can find, like, life is good. Like, that's what I was trying to tell them. But when I got my first job in Canada, it was in a school. I was meeting a lot of newcomers who were trying to get like additional education to get their foot in the door when it came to like finding the right jobs. And I would watch people walk into that school to make really bad decisions. And there was a limit to what I could say. I mean, I liked the job. I wanted to keep it. So I couldn't say anything. I would sit there and watch people come in, totally switch their careers, discard everything that they had and start again from scratch. Completely wrong move. So when I left that job, it took me 2 years from when I was in that job before my first video went live. And when I knew I had to start to say something was I started to meet some of those people who made those decisions 2 years prior. And they had come to the point where they realized that was the wrong move. And I felt like it was my fault. Like if I'd said something 2 years ago, I would have saved you 2 years of not doing the wrong thing. So that was kind of the last push that I needed to say, I'm going to have to find a way to pay this forward and make sure that nobody's making the same mistakes that I made, because I made mistakes as well. There was not enough information, so it was trial and error. And then when I found the right way, I thought I had a responsibility to make sure I'm holding that light for the person who's coming behind me so that we're not stumbling over the same things. And just sharing that and how rewarding it has been when I meet people and they tell me, oh, this is the part of my journey where I found you, and this is why I could do this, because I listened to you. Absolutely nothing beats that.
This is amazing. Marina is getting emotional now. But I love what you said. You see yourself as holding the lamp for the next person coming. That's significant. That's significant. Well done, girl. That's good. Paula, what's your immigrant journey and how has it helped you so far?
Well, with my immigrant journey, I came here when I was 6 years old. So I was very young. And it was a huge adjustment. I lived in the States, in Kentucky, in an all-Black neighborhood, and went to integrated school, of course. But coming here, being two Black families that went to school with me was a huge adjustment. So my parents, thank goodness, they connected with different Black families that were here, and the kids started to get to know each other on the weekends and special occasions. And it gave me a sense of belonging that I didn't have that in the school. or in my neighborhood, but I knew that there was a connection, with different Black families and kids that I could connect to. So that was really important, where I held on to any Black person that I could see and welcome them. And it helped me to actually feel that I had a responsibility of leadership, that whether people were feeling just their confidence wasn't there, or they were going through any racial issues, that I felt that I was sort of a protector in regards to helping them to not feel like how I felt when I first came here, and the bullying, that I went through a lot of bullying, and also body shaming as well too, having our authentic broad noses, and our shapes, that people pay for now to look
Right.
like. Okay. And the hair, let me bring it.
Yes,
okay?
yes,
You know what I
bring
mean? Exactly. And just our different shades, Then I started to defend myself and feel like I needed to speak out so that I saw myself. So it being here in Canada gave me an opportunity to speak my voice, to have that voice, to validate it. And even if people didn't agree, I knew I had the support to say, you need to step forward. Someone's waiting for you to say something. Someone just needs that one person to recognize us and say, I've got you, we're okay, we can go together in this. And so when I see sisters that are receiving awards or, some special accolades, I'm in there like, yes, way to go, girl, you worked it, yes, do your thing. Because we need to do that.
We do.
We need to do that.
We do.
Absolutely. We can't be in competition with each other.
No.
We have to support each other, hear each other, listen, and speak up for each other as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And I know you're doing a lot with ladies, with girls, with the modeling and all that. And it gives them self-confidence that they can do much more. Wonderful. I'm still going to ask Joanne the same question. And that's because this question is significant, right? We all started from somewhere. Something propelled you to doing what you're doing. So how has your journey helped you in fulfilling your visions and dreams?
I love that question, and thank you for not excluding me, because I was
won't.
waiting. And thank you for platforms like this.
Yes.
Because we've all journeyed, and we've seen some things, and we've been through some things, and there are persons out there that are still going through these things in different ways, because these are different times. I mean, I came here in 2004, and you came when you were 6, so different times, but I'm sure we all have stories that we can share that are quite similar. And from a positive perspective, the underlying thing here that I hear is courage.
Yes.
And I say that because I want to point out that it's platforms like these that celebrate, amplify, and share the achievements that give people courage. Because every immigrant, including myself, and I hadn't realized this in the beginning, which is why services like yours is great, because you tell the story, is that every immigrant is courageous.
Yes.
When you think about it.
Yes.
But as soon as we cross borders, we're made to feel like we have nothing. We have no courage.
Yeah.
But if you've ever moved country, uplifted your life,
Yes.
That's a lot of courage.
that feeling in your stomach is like, oh dear God.
Yes. Yes.
That's courage. It takes courage to make that move.
Absolutely.
So take courage
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
there's beautiful things awaiting you when you just tap into who you truly are and your talents and your gifts, because that's what's brought each of us here, staying true to who we are, irrespective of which continent we are now residing.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your perspective too. And I like the fact that you talked about a platform like this, celebrating people and encouraging others to learn from how far they've gone on their journey and to encourage them to do better. And so if you're out there and you've not subscribed to this channel, please do so right now. Smash it. Awesome. Thank you very much. And I want to talk about the awards. So CIBWE has been doing this since 2015, I think, which is encouraging. That's awesome. If you have other organizations to celebrate Black women, women entrepreneurs and all that, but do you think that Canada is doing enough to support especially Black women entrepreneurs? Do we think?
I think in Toronto, they're doing a great job. They have a lot of different organizations, programs, initiatives, funding in Toronto.
Okay.
And I feel, and I think this, we can all agree that the further you come away from Ontario, there's some groups that are in BC that are doing some really wonderful things, not as much as in Ontario, Toronto specifically. But then when you branch out, especially into the prairies, there's very few connections that are really notifying, like, hey, there's a group here in Saskatchewan, there's a group in Alberta, there's something, Regina, Saskatchewan sometimes competes, those different, Edmonton and Calgary compete, so I don't feel that there is enough recognition for Black initiatives, for awards, for, just for us to say, we have this here, we have this ground that we can set up and start to build and celebrate, and then for Toronto to say, or Ontario to say, this is fantastic, let's, invest, let's collaborate, let's have something that we can, share together. So it's still something that we need to work on. So if Saskatchewan starts this to branch out, hey, let's do it.
And I like that. So if there's not enough being done in the prairies, what can we do?
Starts here.
Yes, exactly.
It starts here, right?
Exactly.
It starts here. Wonderful. Yeah, I think that we just need, I like the word you use, collaboration. We need to collaborate. We need to not see ourselves as competition and support ourselves better.
Allies.
Yes,
Allies, right?
absolutely.
Awesome. That's the word for
Yes.
that we're going to be working out with. And like you said, if we can try, we can try.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, we will be right back. We'll go on a short break, and those ladies are still here. All right, welcome back. I'm still seated here with three phenomenal Saskatchewan ladies who just got named among Canada's top 100 Black women to watch of 2023. Ladies, congratulations. We're still celebrating the awards. All right, so before we left off, we're talking about a few things that really makes this award really mean something to you. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper into that because, Maya Angelou said something, and she said, you may not control the events that happen to you in life, but you can decide on how it affects you.
Yes.
So has there been anything in your life that you can think back on now and that really makes this award worth it? At the end of the day, like you say, thank God I didn't quit. Thank God I decided to go on this journey. Marina?
Oh, there are many. I was just trying to think like which one.
Which one?
A couple of them come to mind. When I started this channel, a couple of months later, I had to go back to school because I am trying to pursue a professional designation. So here I was. I had a full-time job. I had 2 young children, and then I was in school. And then I was recording videos and posting on YouTube on a weekly basis and responding to the emails that would bring out questions from those videos. Like, I looked at my inbox recently, the email address that I opened just to take questions, and I've had over about 3,200 emails pass through that account.
What?
So imagine me, it was a lot of work, just thinking about it. And my husband has a lot of pictures of me just sleeping off on the dining table with my computer in front of me, editing a video, and I sleep off right there. Or sometimes it's the editing on the side, my textbooks on the side, just looking at all of that picture and how far I have come. This just makes all of those nights worth it. And something else, just going back to what you said about Maya Angelou, I think about me as a child. Like, I grew up child number 14 of 16 children. Yeah, so what that did for me was that you can't have an opinion when you have like 30.
I was going to say that. Like,
everything is decided for
don't you say, Marina? That's okay.
Everything is decided for you, so you literally have no voice. At that point, it looked like it was the thing of respect, but it was until I became an adult and came into the world, especially coming to Canada, I realized that I have been silent, like literally my whole life. No opinion, no voice, nothing, So this just reminds me that that voice has been there the whole time.
Yes.
You just needed to find it.
Oh,
And as soon as I found it, there's no stopping me.
Oh.
One of my favorite quotes is by Layla Dahlia. It says she remembered who she was and the game changed. I paraphrased it to be, she found out who she was and the game changed. So this will always be that reminder that the game has changed. We're not going back to silence anymore.
Oh, girl, that is amazing. Wow. It just makes it all worth it.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes. Well, when you start out in business, I mean, when I started my business, Jasmine was 9, Jaden was 3, and I had a partner, and then I didn't have a partner anymore after a year. So I went into this business in a partnership, and then with being by myself, I was really scared. I was scared to actually post my photos as the owner because I was afraid that people may not be acceptive of seeing me. So it was that fear of lack of confidence that I didn't have in myself, that I felt that, I needed somebody else to help validate me. And there was also people who were wanting to see me fail. And I fed into that a bit, went through a bit of depression. And part of that through the struggle of wanting to quit. But God had a purpose, as He does for all of us.
He does.
And no matter what people want to say about you, they cannot stop what God's plans are for you. Believe me.
Preach it, girl.
So I knew that I had to keep going. My family was there to support me. My husband was amazing, through everything with the startup in the business. And I realized that you're supposed to have people who are going to say something negative about you because that means that you're on to something, you're doing something. If you don't have people talking about you, you're not doing enough. So all those naysayers that want to say things about you, who want to put you down, that is going to be fuel for you to show them that, hey, I have an award. I have more things that are coming, and that we just have to keep aligning ourselves with people who are here on our path for the purpose that we are on. And that is important to me, that nothing nor no one can stop me for what God's plans are for me. So this award just sealed it, validated it, and we were welcomed, when we received our awards, and when different women got up on the podium and they were dancing and they were getting low. I was like, oh yeah, okay, do your thing. Permission to have the full freedom. So I know when some people saw me doing the video, they're like, oh wow, she's dancing. And I was like, honey, everybody was, they were getting down. They were celebrating. So it was amazing. So this is
wonderful.
A huge honor.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. I love your 360 twirl on the podium.
It will be a model of the 360.
I tell you, yes, she had to show that. Awesome, that's wonderful. And just like you said, because of our journeys, right? It just makes all this worth it. Because you mentioned the fact that you got to a point where you felt like, no, should it be my face? Would it be accepted and all that? But then looking at this, you're like, this is all worth it. Oh, and absolutely. Marina said, the voice had been there. The voice had been there. You only need to just use it. Yeah. And before we came on the show, Joanne and I were talking about this exact same thing. And we're like, honestly, each of us are gifted. You have that gifting in you. And you know what? That gifting is not for you. It's actually for someone out there, for you to use it to bless them. So girl, or anyone watching us right now, you have something in you that the world is waiting to see. The world needs it. Also, don't keep it to yourself. Right. Awesome. All right, we're going on. So, it feels good to be recognized locally or internationally because it helps us to validate that we are affecting the world and we're doing something good. So, how has this award fired up your bones, ladies? What's the next big thing that you're going to do? I'm going to start with Joanne.
Just as I get ready for the last question. Let's mix it up a little. You know what? I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I don't know what the future holds, but I know that this has fueled my fire.
Fantastic.
That's a fact. Yeah. This has fueled my fire. It's given me encouragement, and I'm still on a high. And so I know, like you said, I'm gifted. That's a fact. We all are. I'm uniquely gifted, so
Yes.
nobody can do me better than me.
No,
Hey,
so
no.
it's coming. Just watch for it. But I know that it's going to be great. It's going to be grand because that's just how I roll.
Hey.
Oh my God! Oh, whoa! That was so hot.
Yes. Hey, the show's
Oh,
done.
These women are keeping me on my toes. Are putting my toes. This is wonderful. Paula, you spoke the last time, so I'm going to come back to you. What's the next big thing? What's going on?
Woo, baby. I'm telling you. This room is not big enough, I'm telling you. We have different projects that are coming up, and I have a few things in the works that I cannot mention at this
for sure.
time. But I did some reflection at the award, actually, and when I came home on the plane with my husband, and we talked, and just things that I feel I need to now pursue that I've been holding back. And so it's given me more validation. And so we'll just have to wait and see. There's some very special things, but I'm really excited about it.
Just wait and see. I told you, those ladies are taking over the world.
Yes.
Just watch and see. Marina.
Oh, sometimes I try to not get into that the pressure of trying to figure out the next thing because one thing got awarded.
Yeah.
So I took a step back and I'm soaking this all in to
which is good.
celebrate myself and pat myself on the back before I fling myself into the next thing that's going to stretch me thin, because that's something I learned the hard way this year. Like I stretched myself in many different directions and it kind of affected me in ways I don't want to happen again. So I'm taking a bit of a step back to soak all of this in. But what I know is going to continue is that you're going to be stuck with my voice on YouTube. That's
Yes.
I'm still going to continue to use my voice to be that source of hope, that source of direction for that person who's looking to take the plunge to move from their home country to wherever it is. Because even though Canada is my base reference, I have people who watch me from more than 60 countries who are not moving from their home countries, but they are learning from the things that I share. So that's never going to continue. One thing I know I want to explore is to maybe put together a community event so I can get to meet these people who watch me. Lots of them are in Saskatoon now.
Okay.
So I want to meet more of them. That's the one I'm sure right now. Oh, yeah.
that's good.
Other than that, I'm just taking a step back to celebrate myself and soak it all in.
Oh, that's wonderful. When you have those events, as long as there's food there. Please.
You know, the thing that just popped into my mind, and it's off script, is that what you said, you know, you did some reflection during that award. What I reflected on during that award was be mindful of the deposits that people are making in your memory bank. Because I thought at the time, and I can't think of them right now, but I thought, I mean, just to give you an example, I recall times when I was called bossy or aggressive or loud.
Come on.
So if I take those deposits, but I've also been called inspiring
Yes.
and encouragement, right?
Yes.
So we just have to be mindful of what we take as deposits because our subconscious carries that.
Oh, yeah.
It really does. You know, you may think, oh, words, sticks and stones may
Yeah.
break my bones, but words. But you carry it. You do.
You do.
Absolutely.
You do. And, you know, just reject those ones because there'll always be naysayers, right?
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
those words, when you carry it, it can affect the trajectory. So just
Yes.
choose the positive ones because we're all got gifts that
Yes.
needs to be celebrated.
Yes.
You know, that just sparked something for me, Johanne. Like,
Yeah, me too.
when I say I am trying not to get into that rut of trying to figure out the next thing, sometimes those pressures are unconscious. It's almost like your next plan has to be grand or it's not good enough. This will be my reminder that
Yes.
it's the small things.
It's the little
Yes.
At the end of the day,
Yes.
it's the little things
It's the
that
little
add up to
steps.
become the big stuff.
Absolutely.
So, typical example, I'm a content creator. I make videos. I put the videos out there. There are 50 comments. 49 comments say, love this. One comment says, what are you even
And then
talking
you,
about?
and then you pay attention to that.
I organized a whole pity party over that one comment.
yes.
Like there were 49 other people saying
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally
Exactly.
agree. We have to be intentional about filtering out what you're letting to take root in your heart.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And you know, that reflects on my daughter. Your daughter. Do you have a daughter?
I do.
Yeah,
I have a daughter.
I have two.
Yeah, right? So we all have daughters. So what we are doing, even how we react,
Yeah.
is reflection on them.
Them.
They're learning from us, and they may not even say anything, but they're watching
You're
us.
peeking it. Yeah, absolutely.
How we even react to that one that you were saying, right?
True.
And so seeing this award, and they're saying, okay, what's Mama going to do next? You know, I see my mom is inspiring, my mom is educating, and she's mentoring, and she's, you know, holding her head up high, and she's sharing and developing other people as well too, because we all are doing that.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
So our daughters, you know, are watching us, and what are we reflecting back to them? You know, so yeah, that was something that really resonated with me. Is my daughter.
Wonderful.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Joanne. That just,
That's-
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
That's-
you for sparking that.
Honestly, these are words of wisdom coming up to you there,
Yes, we have
right?
sons too, but my sons. You have a son.
My son.
Yeah.
You have sons too.
That's good. That's
Oh,
good.
yeah,
girl
my
power
son,
right
my
now.
son, when I sent him the selection, the congratulation email, he's like, hands up, mom's on a watch list.
That is good. That's
So,
good.
our sons celebrate us too.
Wait, that's amazing.
And that
that's
could be a
good.
reflection too for our sons with their partners.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I want a strong
True.
woman. I want a woman that is like my mom. You know?
Wow.
Oh, that could be,
Wonderful.
that could be, you know, stepping on thin ice.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it helps,
Oh,
it helps them.
Wonderful. Absolutely. Yeah. So we're gradually coming to the end of the show today. Honestly, we would love to continue talking about this because there's a lot to talk about. But I know there are women, there are men, there are people out there watching us, and they are thinking, I have this I'm thinking about. How can I do it? You might even be filled with fear in your heart. Know it, that each of us stepped out with fear in our heart. Nobody's got it all. But I want each of these Chop My ladies to give some parting words, to encourage someone out there. You know, there are people watching us. There is someone that's saying, if they can do it, I can too. What would be your parting words to them? Just brief. Just make it as brief as possible. Who goes first?
Sure. I'll go. Faith. I believe that having faith in yourself, every person that has had success has had failure. So you're going to expect that there's going to be failure. But it's about when you fall down, what do? You get back up again. And you keep going. And even if you're the only one who believes in yourself, and you have people, which could be your family, that are not supportive, you have to follow your dreams. You have to step out in faith and do what you feel that you're compelled to do, because it is a learning curve, and you have to really continue to have faith in yourself. And as Johanna said, courage as well too, to just go out there and also learn from others. Learn from others and listen.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'll keep you last. I'll go for Marina. Let's have you.
So yeah, just to piggyback on what Paula said, everybody who stepped out had to step out somehow. So it's okay if you're afraid. It's okay to do it afraid. For everybody else who maybe the reason why you're afraid to step out, it's probably because of experiences that you have had in your life that kind of just has paralyzed you with fear, or you feel like your voice has been taken. From me, please learn. Your voice cannot be taken from you. You can be quiet for a while, but that's for a season. It's still there.
Yes.
Just find that thing that you're passionate about, that thing that burns fire in you, and take one step at a time. What you don't want to do is try to step out as somebody else. Don't try to be Marina. That's spot's taking. You have to step out as your authentic self.
Yes,
That's the one that's sustainable. You can try to mimic me, but you can't do it for more than 2 days. After that, you run out of ideas. Your authentic self is the most
Be you.
sustainable one. That's the one you're
Wonderful.
never going to be able to run out of. So don't be afraid.
Wonderful.
Step out, whether afraid or not. Do it afraid. We've all been there.
Wonderful.
You can do it too.
Wonderful.
Bring it home,
Joanne.
girl.
Love to bring it home. Sitting here with my co-author, there's a title of a book that says it all. It says, take courage through change, because change is the only constant that there is in this life. and by faith, step out, because no one is going to push you or step out for you. It's going to take courage. There's always going to be change. So you got to change the plan. You're going to take the detour. You're going to merge. That's life. Just do it. Just take that step of faith and the rest will take care of itself. It's one step after another.
Yes.
Don't think about my award or the award. Just think one step, next step, tomorrow, the day after. And you'll look back and you would have built a legacy, because that's what this is about.
Yes, yes.
It's to transcend generations. It's not for me, it's not for you. It's moving it forward. I see it as this relay called life. And I'm running my part of the race.
Absolutely.
And I'm waiting for you to run yours.
Woo!
Yes.
Well, wonderful. Yes, there you have it. Take that leap of faith. It's a step at a time, tiny steps, and you will get to that destination. There is a gift of God upon your life. And guess what? Someone out there is waiting for you to live your dreams. It's amazing sitting with you guys. I've learned so much from you. This was fun, yes. And I know that you've learned a lot from us today. You've heard it all. Do what you have to do, because someone out there is waiting for you to live your dream. That might be someone else's dream too, to start. And you know what? As we leave today, I'm going to leave you with the words of Robert Nesta Marley. It's a summary of all that we've said today. Do not live for your presence to be noticed, but live for your absence to be felt. Till I come your way next time, it's bye from me. And as I always say, go live your dreams and make it count. Bye, ladies. Bye.
It's recording right now, so we can do a little dance. Let's do a little dance.
Let's dance. Let's dance. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. And it's a wrap.